everybody, SpiffyNeedleGeeks here again for my second playthrough, and oh my god, it's the complete opposite of a light and happy Sonic game.
That was right and happy.
Yeah, this is actually my personal favorite first-person shooter series, and it's Bioshock.
Oh yeah, out of the many first-person shooters I played, this is another one of the many gems in that genre.
Never played it.
Bioshock holds a dear place in my heart, mostly because prior to Bioshock, I admit my knowledge when it came to first-person shooters was very limited, but even then, this was at the time when, you know, everybody was trying to be like Call of Duty or Halo because those two games did so many things right that everybody wanted to copy them. So, you know, we got to that point where, you know, a first-person shooter would come out and I would completely disregard it. And I mean, I will be the first to admit that's a really, really shitty way to, you know, judge a game before even trying it. But, you know, that was just what happened because we were getting so oversaturated with first-person shooters that were bland and boring. Bioshock was the game that basically really got me into wanting to look into other games in this genre because it just did so many things different.
Oh, absolutely.
The hell? Just yanked a girl out of a... I don't know. So you're gonna get a nice little glimpse of the two of the biggest icons when it comes to the Bioshocks, at least Bioshocks 1 and 2, yes,
the Big Daddies and the Little Sisters.
Yes,
The big fucking daddies.
I have played PlayStation All-Stars.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's where it's like, I think that's the only Bioshock stuff you actually are familiar with, BJ, is Big Daddy being in the game.
Was he trying to grab the fucking girl with his hand?
No, like, the Big Daddy went to attack him, and he, like, put his hand up to try and block him, and it just went right through his hand.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, drugs are helping.
Yeah, so this is,
The hell? Wait a second, he gave himself drugs and stuff and he can sell bees?
Yes.
I will explain all of this when we get to it. I actually, come to think of it, I don't remember if this was the E3 trailer or something. This was initially a trailer for when Bioshock was just coming out, like just being announced, and they threw this on the disc.
Oh,
so that's why I'm showing it to you now. But it's like, yeah, this is actually
another
one of the reason.
No, I think that was the same one actually.
Oh.
Yeah, this is actually one of the main reasons why I think I gravitated to Bioshock so much is because it has elements of horror in it. And if you guys have followed me for a long time, you know I am a sucker for horror games. Alright, so we're just gonna go on ahead and just start a new game.
A new journey into the depths.
There we go. Medium, good enough. We're just gonna do normal difficulty and everything. We're not doing anything fancy or anything. I will try to get...
Alright, BJ, look, do you want us to have us sit here for God knows how long with Danny dying God knows how many times because on the highest difficulty?
I'm still trying to find a job. I have plenty of time.
So yes, 1960 in the Mid-Atlantic. And we are introduced to our protagonist, whose name is Jack. But I do not recall if his name was ever given in the game. This was actually something I found like on the Bioshock wiki, because that's where I was like, does this guy even have a name?
It said right there, to Jack.
Oh, okay.
It said right on that card.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's like...
There we go.
Yep. And... plane crash. What a way to begin the fucking game!
Oh, goddammit, I was about to say, well, that was Bioshock, hope you enjoyed.
And then everyone died.
The end. No.
Yep, so Jack was on his way to visit his relatives, and then the plane crashed.
Why? Nobody knows, it just happened.
No, my shoe. My purse. My that's not my purse,
Alright. Okay, before I do anything, I'm actually going to, let me see, where are you? I'm going to turn off the subtitles. Normally, I'm the kind of person that I usually like to keep subtitles on, because even if I'm in the middle of action, if there's stuff going on, I'd like to at least read and everything. And as much as I would love to offer that for you guys right now, just from doing tests and stuff, and I apologize for this, my quality is not nearly up to par as what these guys can do, just because I don't have, you know, Sony Vegas or Premiere or anything. I'm just working with Movie Maker, so...
Premiere nowadays is more understandable. Like, I got Adobe Premiere because I was able to get it for a student discount, and I was required to get it, being an animation major.
Right.
Nowadays, if you want Adobe Premiere, you have to buy the friggin' Adobe subscription for the Creative Cloud, and just fuck that shit. I'm good with what I got.
Yeah.
Right. So,
I think
yeah,
people.
so,
I think in the cases like that, people will just go ahead and just pirate that stuff.
Yeah. So, like I said, I apologize for quality and everything. I tried getting a high quality for you guys because I know we're going to be talking and everything while shit's going on. And that's why I was hoping I could get the subtitles for you guys, but alas, it's not going to work, so I will explain as we go.
Yep,
so,
we'll try our best to keep on track.
Yep, so, no gods or kings, only man.
Man!
So, Bioshock, so the initial thing with Bioshock, when this was, the whole idea is, it is the viewpoint of, it's the philosophy of objectivism, but it's kicked up to the extreme. So if any of you guys have ever read anything by Ayn Rand, like Atlas Shrugged and everything, basically a lot of her philosophies you are going to see kicked up to the extreme in this game. But now we've survived a plane crash, we've found a lighthouse, we've gotten to a little bathysphere, and now we're descending.
Into the depths.
Oh no, we're in extra science.
Yep, and this is our first glimpse of Andrew Ryan.
Ryan, what are you doing in this game?
Did you know I made this underwater city with my bare hands?
Also, apparently you can command eagles.
Yes.
Badass, Ryan. Why don't you tell me these things? I thought we were friends.
The eagles are my true friend. I'm sorry.
Russian symbolism, because hammer and sickle.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Again, you know, if you guys really want to know what Ryan is saying here, I do suggest, you know, go look up like the opening video and everything, like this opening cutscene on YouTube, because his speech already this kind of gives you an idea of what you're going into. Basically, what Andrew Ryan was saying was that is man not entitled to the sweat of his brow, and he's saying things like, you know, no, because Washington says it belongs to the poor, the Pope says it belongs to God. Then you have in Russia, no, everything that you make, it goes to everybody. Ryan's philosophy is you work for what you get, what you work for, and no one should be allowed to take that from you. And he basically was so disgusted with how the world was and everything that he decided, you know what, fuck you guys, I'm gonna build my own city, and, you know, that's what you're gonna do. You know, you can create art, you can work in medicine, you can invent things, and not have to worry about anybody getting in the way of you and your work.
I understand that kind of philosophy. The only problem, the biggest flaw with it is, like, I get the idea, yeah, work, work what, you get what you work for. You deserve, you deserve equal to the effort you put in. I understand that. I can agree with that. Only big issue is like getting rather ethical here. The big issue with that is it's a matter of just getting started. Because like you can be willing to put in the work and effort to get yourself into a good position, to get what you want to be able to earn, but you need to be able to get the opportunity to start doing so. And that's like the biggest issue with like jobs nowadays. Like, people want to be able to work to support themselves or to support their families, but no one will hire them. And if they can't be hired, then they can't exactly work to get what they want.
This is another reason why I really liked Bioshock, is because, again, I can be sympathetic towards what Ryan was saying. It's just, as we pretty much see here, remember, as simple as that philosophy is, this is when it's kicked up to the extreme, and as we collect audio logs and everything, it will say that, Rapture had prospered and advanced incredibly fast. But then it basically became too much for people to handle, and shit happened, and now it's pretty much become like this squalid hellhole that we've basically been pulled into now.
What do you expect when everyone's air deprived?
Right. But again, I will get more into details and stuff as we uncover more of the story, but basically...
So, overall,
okay.
Our guy Jack here, he got here on pure accident?
More or less. So, we just picked up a radio, so this guy that's talking to us, his name is Atlas. He's kind of going to be like our little helper. So,
Atlas. I get the joke.
Yeah, Atlas shrugged, yeah. But he's going to help us out. So, new goal, get to higher ground. So...
Like, get out of the water.
Yep, so... So now, that creature that we saw at the beginning killing that guy, these are our enemies. They are known as splicers. And splicers are people who have been exposed to the substance that basically helped build Rapture up to the way it is.
I thought he was about to start breakdancing there for a second.
No.
I thought so too.
like he just did a random pose.
Right.
Strike a pose.
Okay. So, our first weapon.
A wrench.
And it's a wrench.
Gordon Freeman.
And
yes.
yeah, I probably should have mentioned, I am playing this on the PlayStation 3. So, these are PlayStation 3 controls.
Alright.
Watch out for the couch.
No, that was my favorite couch.
Okay.
No.
And splice. And here we go, splicers.
Kick his ass.
And you're dead.
Yeah, splicers are really creepy motherfuckers.
Are they like zombies or something? Like, are they just
I would say zombies.
like mind controlled, infected? What's the situation?
Not exactly mind control. Basically, what happened was well, pretty much what we're going to be getting into here. One of the creations from Rapture that helped get it to where it is the discovery of Adam. Adam is a substance that was actually found in these sea slugs that when they were genetically experimenting with it, it can help give people abilities. So like with this guy here, we just picked up our first what is known as plasmids. Plasmids are this is basically steampunk magic, I guess, if you want to call it that.
Did Atlas tell him to do that?
Yes.
Okay, because I was about to say, a random vial in a huge syringe. Let's stick it into my arm.
Yeah, basically, through Adam, it gave people abilities like they could generate fire and electricity. It can actually rapidly heal. It can cure diseases. It did a lot. It actually did a lot of good. The problem is that it was in such a small quantity that people started doing, it kind of came they started coming down with unethical decisions on how to use Adam, how to generate more of it, which again I will go more into later on. I don't want to spoil all of it now. But basically these splicers that are running around that we're going to be fighting, these are people that have been exposed to Adam so much, it's basically like a drug to them. So yeah, they kind of walk around like zombies and shit, but they're coming after you because they want Adam.
So remember, kids, don't do drugs. Otherwise you'll end up like those guys.
Otherwise you'll randomly see giant guys with scuba gears hanging out with little girls.
And yep, yep, so again, Big Daddy, Little Sister, we'll get more into them later on. So, yep, so our first plasmid, Electro Bolt.
So all these guys just found you on the ground unconscious and just left you there?
the splicers were gonna get me, but then the big daddy showed up and they ran. And the little sister, she was gonna be like, "Oh, there's an angel on the ground. Let's go get the Atom, Daddy. Oh wait, he's still alive. Don't worry, Daddy. He'll be dead soon." And they walk away. That's how fucking creepy this is.
So they needed him to be dead. Why didn't the big daddy just take that huge fucking drill and just like, end it?
Plot convenience, I guess. Alright, so Electrobolt. Electrobolt can not only stun people, like what I did before. If there's a door that is jammed, you can use the Electrobolt to open it. If you see water on the ground, and if there's splicers coming at you, you can actually throw an Electrobolt in the water, and it will electrocute them.
Yeah.
So,
science!
Yeah, you can actually set up traps and everything in this.
Yeah.
Impressive, actually.
Yeah, use the environment to your advantage in this game.
This is one of the few games I've seen where using electricity in the water doesn't friggin' fry everything around you.
No, it will fry things. That was I just saw a splicer, I think, just like zoom right by. But okay, that's a corpse. Whoa, haha! 1, 2. That's a combo you can do. You can zap the splicer, and when they're being electrocuted, you just hit them with a wrench. It'll instantly kill them.
So
Yes.
I'm going out on a limb here and saying that your power with this Atom stuff is limited. Like you need to find more Atom in order to keep using it.
Yes.
You need a 5 more of it and then refill it.
So it's sort of like a survival horror game.
Kind of, yeah. It's a mix between a survival horror and a first-person shooter. But if you see in the corner, like the red bar in the corner, and then underneath is a blue bar. The red bar is my health. The blue bar is my plasmids. Oh, you're on fire. Okay. And when you run out, you just shoot yourself some more. There we go.
Yeah, and the numbers pretty much keep count on how many things of plasmids or health kits that you have.
Okay, so Danny can heal herself 4 times, and then she can only recharge herself 5 times. Okay.
Exactly, but you around as you're walking around, you will find things. You'll find needles to inject yourself with some more Eve. You can actually find food, because some food can heal Eve, some can heal health. Alcohol, for example, can heal health, but it will decrease Eve. So you gotta pay attention to your surroundings and
Adam and Eve, religious symbolism.
Yeah.
You must feel like the unluckiest man in the world right now, but you're the only hope I'll ever
So
see my wife and child again.
Another limb going out here. Okay, is the quantity of this stuff? Is it like along the way of pathways, or or for at least for some of it, or do you actually need to go out of your way to find most of it?
I believe there are little shops, like little vending machines, which can dispense multiple items, including health kits and Eve.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, there are vending machines, which we can hack.
I suppose it's no weirder than Japan. Than Japan.
It's like, okay, we got a splicer with a little baby.
Oh no, not the baby!
That's
not my baby!
I suppose it's no weirder than Japan having vending machines that sell used candies.
Yeah.
And our first gun is a revolver.
My
That's a
baby!
huge fucking gun.
Yeah, a pretty big gun for a revolver, nonetheless.
Apparently, it's just as big as a baby. If it could fit right into a stroller.
All right. So, on the PlayStation controls, you hit the L buttons to switch between plasmids. You hit the R buttons to switch between weapons. And actually, I'm going to pause this, and this will pretty much be the end of part 1. So, yeah, I know I'm throwing a lot at you, but there's still a lot more to come. So, join us next time, and we'll dive even further into the hellhole that is Rapture.